Hello and welcome to a special unboxing and organization video for Earthborne Rangers. This video, I guess unboxing, kind of in air quotes, we have opened these copies
Yes.
before. But this video is for if you've just gotten your copy of our GameFound campaign and the core set and all the expansions here. This video will help show you what all of our different components are in the boxes, as well as how we recommend organizing all of those components into your boxes using all the different dividers and such. So if you just have the core set, I did record a video a couple years back that just goes through that. In this one, we're going to be kind of focusing on the whole package, both the core set and the expansions at once, and how we recommend organizing them all together.
Yes.
My name is Andrew Fischer. I'm the design director from Earthborne, and
I'm Maxine Newman. I'm the lead game designer for Earthborne Rangers.
all right. So with that, let's kind of dive in and crack these open. Do you want to? I think a lot of these, there are a lot of the same types of cards in both, and since we're organizing these together, I think we're going to crack them open at the same time. So do you want to take the expansion, the core set? What are you feeling?
I'll grab the core set.
All right.
Yeah.
And I've got Legacy, and then we'll crack into the Ranger card doubler and Stewards here in a little bit, as well as Moments in the Valley.
Oh, these haven't even been punched out.
I know, yeah. We did open up, like, the bands are off most of the cards because we inspected these after they came from the factory.
That makes sense,
so, you'll have to remove the card bands, but other than that, this will be fairly accurate.
Oh, this is cool.
The Eidolon. We don't need to organize the Eidolon.
Yeah. I'll set these aside for now, but when you're unboxing this at home, you can put these together. Forms a little puzzle.
Yeah, do you want to build the puzzle on air?
No, that's okay.
So with the punch board, in addition to the core set ones in Legacy, we have a bit of additional punch board here. This adds 2 new types of general use tokens. So some of the Legacy mechanics use a bit more of these general use tokens, which we use to represent any of the different special named tokens that show up in the game. And so
bees. Like
bees. or power
or what have you.
And so these tokens just allow you to have multiple tokens of different types and better differentiate them.
Yeah.
So you can just punch these out and add them to the punch board total over here.
Yeah.
Oops. We'll put these aside for now.
Yeah.
All right, so do we want to, let's probably roll through the rest of the top here.
Sure.
So you've got your campaign tracker. There's a campaign tracker for the core set is just on the back of the campaign guide, I believe.
Which is right here.
And then for Legacy, we have it separate. Which camera? Show the top camera.
Yeah, top camera.
All right, sorry, editing Corey. So these are available to track your campaign. We also have them available on our website for printable, printer-friendly versions.
Yes. Same thing with the map. We have an interactive version of the map available on our website as well. Or you can just use this and that one for the expansion.
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. So I'll set those aside for now.
Rule books, and then the campaign guide. Legacy has our new Perfect Bound smaller campaign guide for the smaller box.
It's super cool.
Yeah, the perfect binding is so nice.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we've got all these dividers for the core set, and we're going to organize all those cards and put them into their respectful places. Respectful places.
Respectful places. We're also respectful.
Yes, we're also being respectful as we put them into their respective places.
All right, so we'll kind of pull out each of the card types here.
Yeah.
This is probably the thing we get the most questions about and kind of how we'll recommend. So you'll notice that both of our boxes have organizers in them for you to organize stuff. We can also, I've seen a lot of people use our other doubler and stewards boxes for holding their decks and things. Mm-hmm. However, our whole game can fit in the core box. So that's what we're going to be doing today is we're going to pack it all into there. But you can keep this if you want to.
Yep. So what I like to do at home is I have my core set path cards up here, and then my expansion path cards like here, and then all the player cards.
I like that.
Kind of thing. But we'll see how well that works.
All right, what order do we want to pull the cards out here in?
Do we want to do path cards first?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so you're going to take all of the path cards that look like these, and you're going to organize them by the set icon on the top left.
So we have terrain cards. These are all represented by their terrain set in the upper left here. These are all the circular icons. And then there are cards for the pivotal locations that mark them with these diamonds or other location icons.
Like these are pivotal set cards.
Set information is the primary information that you're going to be wanting to use to organize your cards. So in addition to these icons, every card has its set named on it. For all the path cards and location cards, and I think weather and missions, this is going to be at the very bottom here, in addition to this icon. And then on ranger cards, which we'll get to in a little bit, they are always going to be listed in this little gray bar to the left here. So this is the information that we're going to be using to kind of sort all of these out.
Yeah. And if it's part of an expansion, it'll have a little expansion code here. And if it's in the core set, it just won't have anything there.
And yeah, that's a really good note, because one thing to note is that there are certain card sets that appear in the core set that are also going to appear in the expansion. There's a bunch of new ones, like obviously these Ancient Ruins cards don't show up in the core set, but there are some sets, such as a bunch of our Ranger card sets, as well as things like our General set or the Weather set that repeat in the expansion as well. And so you'll be able to tell whether or not they're from the expansion based on that little code next to them. But for the purposes of the game, we basically combine all of those sets together. Sometimes for sets that get extra big or that where you want to know the differentiation, we'll include a separate divider to help keep them organized, such as this rewards divider here. This reward set shows up in the core set, but we have one for Legacy of the Ancestors as well. But other sets that we recommend just combining, sometimes they won't have a divider. So if you can't find a divider for the expansion version of a set that has the same name as a core set, you can just throw them together in the same thing. But we'll kind of get to that as we divide them out.
Yeah.
Oh, you're way ahead of me here.
Only a little bit.
All right. So yeah, let's break up. We'll distribute all of our different terrain sets here, and then maybe Corey, you can kind of time lapse us a little bit, and then
yeah,
we'll come back together once we've got them all ready to go in the box. All right, we have all of them organized out. How did you want to put them into the cells here?
Yeah, I figured we would, of course, I put all of the path cards in where the box will should go. Here we go. Let's move this stuff aside a little bit. Sorry for the mess. So you're going to grab all of the path card dividers, which look like this. They are have colors based on the path set, and of course the name of the path set at the top, along with the icon. And you'll just start placing the path cards with the relevant divider.
So yeah, each of the terrain sets will correspond to a terrain set. The icon and name will be on them. The general set will be, all the cards will be labeled general. And then the arcology set will be labeled arcology. And then the final divider you'll see here, both in the core set and the expansion, is for pivotal location cards. So if they have these different location icons in the upper left and a specific location name on the bottom, they all belong together in this pivotal location set. And then when you visit that location, you'll kind of go through here and pull out just the cards for that specific location.
Yeah, so I've done all the terrain sets for the core set. So now I'll do the general cards. They have this icon here. So that's going to be this set right here. And you can see at the bottom it says general. And then, of course, the Valley cards that have this icon will go next. And then last but not least, the pivotal locations, which are all of these cards right here, this giant set right here.
And then you say you do a row of the core set content and then a row of the expansion content?
I mean, that's how I've done it at home, but you guys can do it however you wish. If you want to do all the path cards like this, that's also a way of doing it.
Yeah, I kind of put all of my terrain in one big terrain section, but I feel like yours might actually be easier in like practice
yeah,
since like you're always either playing the expansion or the core set, campaign wise.
That's fair.
And so you're not like jumping back and forth between them really.
Yeah, you at home might also choose to put all the expansion content in the expansion box if you prefer to keep that stuff fully separate. That is also another way of doing it.
Oh, another important question that I started fights. Well, maybe not fights. I started discussions from the first video. Do you put the dividers in front of the section or behind the section?
Oh, I do it behind the section.
Yeah, I think that's where we landed in the last video as well.
Yeah.
But it was a slightly contentious topic, yeah.
Well, you at home can do it however you want. This is just a guideline.
Yeah, we do. Our dividers are one-sided. I considered in my prototype copy, I made double-sided dividers, but actually that almost made it more confusing because what happens is like it's a symmetrical card thing, and then like based on which side I open it from,
depending on which angle you're looking at it from,
they're either in front or
confusing.
behind. Yeah, so I constantly mess it up. So I almost wish I'd made my prototype ones one-sided like we did for these. All right, so we've got all the path cards in.
Yep.
Next up, do we want to do locations?
Yeah, so locations, there's a location divider for the core set, and of course a location divider for the expansion.
Yep, this is one of those sets that shares the set name between the two, but since you're usually wanting to look at them separately, we gave you a divider for each. Yep, location cards, for those of you new to the game, they look like this. They kind of look like a path card, but they are horizontal. So do you do the locations next to each other, but do you keep it fully...
I do the locations up here as well.
Okay.
If it fits, which it does. If you're using sleeves, it may not fit in the same box.
Oh, yeah. You're going to have to do slightly different cell arrangement. The sleeves add a lot of thickness.
Yeah, for sure. And then up here, we can do weather, missions, stuff like that.
Yeah, so we've got the weather cards here. Weather is one of the sets that we have not included a separate expansion divider for.
Right.
Mostly because there are three cards.
Yeah.
So we just combine them into the weather set here.
There we go.
And they're pretty easy to pick apart.
Yep. We'll do missions next, I think.
All right, mission cards, for those of you new to the game, look like this. They do not have any art, and they are double-sided.
Yes.
We do give a separate divider for these because you're basically always playing one story or the other, and there's also quite a few of them.
Yeah, you'll almost never mix and match them.
Do you put the expansion missions over into this row as well, or do you put them over here?
At home I did, but I think because we don't have sleeves, we have so much room, we might as well just throw them up here with the core set.
So we've kind of got all the path cards here, but then all of the more kind of UI cards in this one section here.
Yeah, although theoretically you could also just squeeze these into one of these other cells if you wanted to.
Cool. Well, now I'm down in the expansion to just my Ranger cards, but you have a couple other card types, or at least one other card type.
I have the challenge deck, and I guess everything else is Ranger cards. So the challenge deck is this set of cards with these backs right here, and it looks like this on the front. Don't be confused with these cards, which have these backs. These are the aspect cards for your Ranger cards. Those we'll do later. These you can differentiate because they have this back and they have these symbols at the bottom. So we'll put that up here with this as well.
Yeah, kind of in that general like...
things you need to play.
I was calling them UI cards, but it's a very boring name. I don't know. All right, and then finally we're down to Ranger cards.
Yes, which there's a lot of, and if you don't know where to look, they all look similar.
So I'm going to set aside the rewards, or the last cards from Legacy of the Ancestors over here. And while Maxine opens the core set Ranger cards, I'm going to... I guess we can just show the doubler here.
Oh, sure, the doubler, yeah.
So this is the doubler. This product just contains a second copy of all of the Ranger cards from the core set. So these are going to directly correspond to all the Ranger card sets that Maxine has here, and just double them all up.
Yep.
We won't spend a bunch of time sorting all of these out into the year, but you can just go through here, find the corresponding set, and sort them all in together. Yeah. The other product I have here is Stewards. These are all the new Ranger cards that are going to be kind of combined in here. Yeah. So I guess we're going to have to do some combining.
Yes, that will definitely combine.
Stewards has its own rule sheet that I'll set aside here. This has some new rules for just the cards in the set, so you can put this with your other rule books. Mm-hmm. And then it has some of its own dividers.
So I'm going to do the maladies and rewards first, I think. So you can tell which set these Ranger cards are from, as Fischer said earlier, by the name of the set on the lower left hand. There's no icon or anything, it's just the name. So you just look on the left side and you can just kind of sift through the cards until you don't see the same name anymore. So these are all rewards, 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 still rewards, there's a lot of rewards. And now we're into personalities. So this is the rewards.
So yeah, why don't we... here, one other card type I will show you all quick before we do our sorting is in Stewards. So we've got the cards from the core set, but then we also have a couple other card types. So these cards here might look unlike anything you've seen in your core set. These are just our mini Ranger rolls. We had some extra space in our press forms, and we have the new product of our cute little deluxe Ranger meeples. So we love that art, and so Evan made versions of all the rolls with that art corresponding to their different meeples on them. And so these are just an alternate roll card you can use to play that would correspond directly with your little Ranger token meeples.
Yep. Same game text, just different art.
We also included just some blank roll cards for people who want to have some fun with it. I know you've had some play testers who do their own art digitally.
Yes,
so
yes. That's true.
If you use these and draw your own art, please share it. Come to our Discord, share it with us. We would love to see it.
Absolutely. You can use it for artwork, or you can use it to just make up your own roll cards if you're, crafty enough.
Then we've got these cards here. These correspond with, there's new aspiration cards in each of the backgrounds. And so these provide some story text that corresponds to those aspirations, that as you gain them and achieve them, you'll be reading this different story text. This text is a bit like our campaign guide entries, but this comes with no campaign guide, so they're provided here in these cards. So what we recommend doing for these cards is they don't have their own divider. So as we kind of sort out these cards here in a second, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to look at the name for each of these cards. You can see on the back of them, we have the name of each card they're corresponding to, as well as the art from that card. And I'm going to take these and I'm going to sort them and put them just next to that card in the organization, so that, these only come up when I'm using that card. And so I'll know that I can find them alongside the other cards in that same background set. So that's where I'm going to put those. Finally, we've got some more fun Eidolon puzzles that we can assemble later.
Yeah.
And then we've got a new common test card. Oh, I guess it's going to be oriented this way. This new common test card corresponds with our Spirit Speaker. So the Spirit Speaker is our brand new specialty in Stewards of the Valley. And so you're going to take this and you can just put it alongside the other Spirit Speaker cards, because the Spirit Speaker is the only specialty that uses this. So at the same time that a player is building their Spirit Speaker deck, they can take this card out as well. So I think with that explanation, why don't we kind of take one other time-lapse break, Corey, and we'll kind of sort these all out into their sets. And actually, since we're going to have to do it anyway to integrate the Stewards cards, maybe I can add the doubler so we could just get a full box.
Might as well.
While we're at it.
Let's do it. Yeah.
right, so we have everything sorted into sets. Or are these all your reward cards?
Reward cards, maladies.
Okay, here's the Stewards of the Valley reward cards. As Maxine pointed out, while we were time-lapsing, you may have seen me distribute all the mini ranger rolls to here, but I think you pointed out they do have their own dividers, so we put them off to the side here.
But if you want to bundle them with their roles, their relevant roles, you can do that as well.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. One other card type we have here that we didn't mention before the time-lapse is the common test cards. So these are just the common test and round structure cards are just references for you while you play. I usually put them, I think, hopefully I'm not contradicting my last video, but I put them just with the aspect cards here. And then once a ranger builds their ranger deck, we do have some dividers, specifically ranger 1, 2, 3, and 4 dividers for keeping track of your deck during play to keep your decks separated out. And so I'll have each player put their 2 reference cards alongside their deck so they can just pull them out. But for this storage, kind of pre-deck building storage, we just put them here with the aspects.
Yeah, since we're on the subject of these, so there's Ranger Deck 1, displaced cards, and then 2, 3, 4, and then unlocked rewards. These are all specific to your campaign.
Yes.
So what I usually do is I put them up here with the challenge cards and everything else.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Depending on how many Rangers you have in your campaign, they might not all fit up there, but that's where I've put them for now.
Do you want to talk about unlocked rewards for a second?
Yeah, sure. So as you're playing through the campaign, you'll unlock rewards. And as you do that, you'll take them from the rewards divider, which is this one right here, and you'll move them over to your unlocked rewards. And that is all the rewards that you can deck build with in between sessions when you camp.
Yeah, so we're going to be putting, today we're going to be putting all our reward cards in the rewards section. However, that unlock rewards section does exist for during play as some of these cards start getting unlocked.
Yeah, and will grow over time.
All right.
Yeah.
So I guess how do you want to arrange this in your kind of box here? I've put it nice and out of arm's reach.
So rewards is a lot of space. So let's put the maladies and rewards up here in this section.
Okay.
So put all the maladies there, all of the core set rewards, which is, as you can see, quite a chunky set.
And then here are all the Stewards of the Valley rewards.
Yes, perfect. And that works real well. And then we can do background specializations.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
All right, so we've taken all of the background and specialty cards and combined them all together into sets. We do include separate dividers for, is this in shot?
It is now.
We do include separate dividers for each of these sets. If you want to kind of keep your cards, the cards from Stewards of the Valley and the cards from the core set separate, you can with these. Hot take, I personally don't use the Stewards of the Valley as dividers. I just kind of take all the cards, I organize them by aspect, and then by aspect requirement within that aspect. Since I'm picking from all of them during deck building, I don't use these dividers, and I just combine the sets into one.
Yes, same here. I didn't use any of those dividers in my home copy as well. The only reason I could think of if you want to keep them separated is if you're playing with a new player, you don't want to overwhelm them with a bunch of new cards. Maybe keep them separate that way.
Yeah, that's a good thought.
But other than that, if you want to just keep them all together, that's probably the easier way to do it, in my opinion. So I don't think it's that much of a hot take. I think.
Yeah. So for this video, we are not going to be using these separate dividers for each of the specialties and backgrounds. But you can if you want, and you just kind of subdivide these sets.
Keen-eyed observers will also notice during the time lapse that we didn't really organize these by aspect. You might want to do that at home, but we've just kind of thrown them all together.
Yeah, for speed, we just kind of threw them together. Like I said, I do love to keep them nice and organized so that I can quickly grab all the cards in one aspect for when I'm deck building.
Yeah, yep.
All
Cool.
right, so let's throw each of the backgrounds in there.
Yeah. Is there an easy way to tell which ones are backgrounds and which ones are specialties for our folks at home? Because I think the easy way is the specialties have roles. So if you see this kind of full art looking card, that's part of a specialty set. And if you don't have one of those at all, it's probably a background. Yeah,
and we have those, the lore cards, these aspiration narrative cards that we previously mentioned, we have on top of each of our background sets here right now.
Yep. So let's do the backgrounds first. Let's grab the artisan set, which is going to be that one.
Yep.
Yep. And then Traveler, which is that one. Shepherd, which is this one. Forager. And then, of course, the one new divider that we'll need is the Tail Spinner.
Yeah,
which
so all
only
aside.
exists in Stewards of the Valley. If we can find it. There we go. Great. So now we can do the specialties. So we've got Shaper, which is these awesome guys here. My favorite specialty.
Oh, is that your favorite?
Unsurprising.
I think mine has got to be Explorer.
I
after
figured,
how much
yeah.
I've played that Explorer deck.
Yeah. And then Conciliator. And Artificer. And then we have the new specialty, Spirit Speaker, which
Spirit
again
Speaker.
only exists in Stewards of the Valley.
And then finally, I'm just going to tuck all of the mini Ranger rolls in case people want to play with those here at the
That's
very
perfect,
end.
yeah. And then we've got aspects and personalities, which I at home have thrown them in with the backgrounds, but you can also throw them up here with the rewards or wherever you want to put them in your copy. So personalities is a big set, which we've combined with Stewards of the Valley, I believe.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Similar to the other sets, I have combined both the new aspect cards. Stewards of the Valley comes with these aspect cards that are 4, 2, 1, 1. So they get to go one higher than normal, but you have 2 aspects that are at 1. It's attractive to have that 4, but
Yes,
2
yes.
ones is a little rough. Anyway,
I need that in my playtest deck.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
But again, just as with the background and specialty sets, I've just combined all the aspects here together.
Yep.
I also combined all of the personalities together as well.
All right, so we'll put the aspects up here with the rewards because there's room. And there's more aspects.
And then I tuck the common tests in with the aspects there, as we mentioned.
Makes sense.
Lastly, we've got there are some rewards that come with Stewards of the Valley. So these are rewards that are unlocked by those aspiration cards we mentioned. They're kind of this little personal mission that you put in your deck, and then as you achieve a thing listed on that card, you can potentially unlock a reward card just for yourself.
Yeah.
So there are a couple places you can put these. First of all, you could put them just alongside that same narrative card that we put in each set. But personally, because I don't want a new player who I just grab that set and hand it to them to accidentally include the reward in their deck, I usually just kind of put these alongside my other core set rewards.
Yeah, which are right there. Yep. Perfect.
All right, well, that leaves one product here.
Yeah.
So Moments in the Valley is a product that adds a brand new card type to the game, which are path moments. So these are moment cards, kind of like the moments you can play from your Ranger deck, except they come out of the path deck during play, do one thing, and then are usually discarded afterwards. So this comes with moments for both the Valley as well as our arcology moments that correspond to Legacy of the Ancestors. Additionally, you'll see it comes with 2 new path cards. These are path cards that these moments can potentially pull into play. So the moments are part of their own sets that come with Valley moments and Underground moments. This is one, if you have the first printing of this is one slight mistake that I apologize for, but the divider does say Underground moments, and the cards will say Arcology moments, but those are one and the same, so you can put the Arcology moments in that Underground moment divider, and the Valley moments with the Valley moment divider.
Yeah, and I'll put the Valley moments up here with the rest of the core set cards. I'll put them actually before the locations because they're kind of like their own little set. And then the Arcology moments will go here before the Arcology locations. And then for the 2 new general cards, we don't have dividers specifically for them because they're just 2 cards. So we'll put the Campfire Remains with the general set from the core set, because it's above ground. And we'll put the Awakened Apparatus with the general cards from the expansion.
We happen to know that these 2 cards are called upon either above ground or below ground.
Right. Yeah.
So we kind of divide them up like that. But yeah, you can tuck them into whichever general set you think you're going to look for them in.
Yeah.
Lastly, Moments on the Path does just come with some rule cards that teach you the new rules for this. These don't have a specific divider, but I collect kind of all of my rules cards, and I just put them kind of in what we were calling our UI cards over here, just in case I need to reference them.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that wraps it up. We've got everything together here in one box.
Yeah.
One slightly heavy box. With your core set, your expansions, and all your Ranger cards together here. So if you have any questions for us, if as you're going through your own cards, if you have questions about where one card or another belongs, feel free to jump in the comments of this video and ask us, and we'll try to take a look. Or you can head over to the Earthborne Games Discord that I'm going to make Corey put in the description below. And there we have plenty of helpful players, as well as we like to kind of sit on the Discord and answer questions. So you can go there and ask us any questions you have about how best to kind of keep your game organized. So I hope you love your time in the Valley as you first jump in, or for returning players, good luck braving the Arcology Underground. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Smash that like button. All right, awesome. Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you in the Valley. Bye-bye.